talking about the security and the Ekiti and all of that, we've had our police PRO Olumuyiwa actually say that kidnapping is not on the rise, which of course a lot of people from the comment section, when I saw this news, I just knew, okay, they are not really happy about it. Now, amid the growing concerns over the surge in kidnapping and insecurity in Nigeria, the PPRO Olumuyiwa addressed the public in an interview, and of course he asserted that there is no rise in kidnapping incidents in the southwestern parts of the country. Adejobi attributed the curse of the kidnappings to topography and waterways. Now, the PRO also reiterated on his X page, that's Twitter page, said that most of the kidnapping cases reported online were either staged or fake. Paying ransom, he said, according to him, in quote, paying ransom is criminal in Nigeria according to the provisions of our law. Well, the problem we have in most cases is that families of adopted individuals don't carry security operatives along. They get scared because kidnappers always work on their psyche. Don't tell the okay. All right, kidnappers will take it as a kidnapping business, and they will kidnap and negotiate and get the money. We've gotten to a stage where they kidnap, get money, and still kill their victims. So, but where I want to point out is he said that most of those kidnapping cases reported online are mostly staged or fake, which means that kidnapping, as we all see online, is not on the rise.
Well, may naturally, by virtue of his office, we have access to information that we do not have access to. So I'm not going to fault him on that. I've also seen cases where husband and wife organize their own kidnapping to force their family to part with money. I've seen children kidnapping their siblings and all manner of stuff. But you see, for me, whether it was state managed by family or by siblings, it still remains a criminal enterprise.
Yeah.
I will take us back to when this thing started, and El-Rufai, the Kaduna State government then, publicly made available video clips and photographs taken with bandits, and he was paying them huge sums of money. And we said it then that by giving them money, you are empowering them.
Yes.
They will be more vicious and more violent. They will get more sophisticated arms and ammunition. They will recruit more hands. Kaduna State was not any better for all that he did. Rather, Kaduna State has been so terribly ravaged. But for people maybe elsewhere, where kidnapping is still few and far between, you will not fold your arms and not go and settle them, because you ask yourself, what is the government doing frontally about this? A Southeastern Eze that was kidnapped and got released last week came on air that police did not rescue him, that he paid to be released. You know, we shouldn't be having these scenarios, whereas police will say they rescued and the victim will come and say, I paid. Where do we go from here? That's why I said we should be more serious in tackling this thing. The problems are too multifaceted around security. And you see, complicity is also involved between the elites, the security organizations, and all of that. Until we get it right, as you said, we'll be going round
in circles. Okay, Tochukwu, I want to ask, based on what Olumuyiwa said about the fact whereby because they keep paying this ransom, eventually the one that is reigning now is that once you pay, they still kill the victim. So, and it's more like you are giving them more, how will I put it, you are giving them more morale, more strength to keep threatening people, getting this money and still killing their victims. And of course, a lot of people have come online and say that once they kill you, even if you pay or you do not pay, once they kill you, they sell the parts and give it to whoever, you know, is buying and all of that. Now, do you agree with him on this part based on people actually paying the ransom, or you think it is not something he should dabble in because he said it's a criminal law, it's a criminal act?
I do not agree with him in any way when he talked about the stories being manufactured. That's monumental nonsense. It's a comical derelict. The thing is that people pay this ransom because they have no choice. If our police and law enforcement agencies are efficient, then the police will go after the kidnappers and rescue the kidnapping victims. But when the police will repeatedly fail you, and in some cases you give information to the police, they reveal the same information to the kidnappers, because sometimes they work hand in hand, they are complicit. So the average man feels helpless. Your loved one is kidnapped. You want him out back home alive, and the police is not helping you. What do? You deal with the
situation yourself
directly. And in some cases, very unfortunate cases where people pay ransom and their loved ones get killed, that's terrible. But what is the police overall doing about it? There's been a collapse. There's been dramatized inefficiency in the law enforcement, our law enforcement agencies. That's why these things is happening in the first place. So to leave the failure of the police and start blaming the individuals who are not security experts, who have no intelligence as to the operations of the kidnappers, and just want their child, their husband back, I think is wrong. I think it's insensitive. So the situation is that the people that should do their work are part of the problem. And Nigerians should really take offense at such statements. In countries where things work the way they should, in some civilized clime, such a man should lose his job, because his talk is very irresponsible. His talk is very insensitive.
A very hard blow.
Why would you say that the kidnapping is not on the increase, that the stories are being manufactured? So the killing of the Ekiti monarch was manufactured. The SZ that in somewhere in Anambra State that was kidnapped and released, I was looking at the video when the whole town came out to celebrate his release. All that was manufactured. So why ride roughshod over Nigerians?
I think he's talking about the ones that people post a lot on social media. They post a lot of kidnap videos on social media. If you are
internet savvy, if you are engaged a lot, you will be reading
a whole lot of stories are coming out.
There's fake news everywhere. We're not worrying about the fake news.
What I'm concerned,
we're worrying about the real
news. Exactly.
Now is the fact that the role of the police too. On one side, Sheun Kuti was arrested for fighting a policeman or something. He came out and said they put him in the cell 1, where kidnappers, all the bad criminals were kept. But that for every kidnap gang, there was a policeman. Yes, and that there was even a gang that a warder released them from the prison. That warder was arrested along with the same people. And they are back in the cell.
Wow.
In the Ijebu day last week, a video came online where we were being shown 3 policemen and 1 civilian who were robbing people. They will pick you. I mean, you stop your car, enter your car by force. The particular case, they fired a gun, the man to surrender to them. They took him to town. We drew some 300 and something thousand from the guy. He was just lucky that he reported timely and action was appropriately taken. That we were able to catch them at the point where they were to go and withdraw the money. Another one, there was one of the kidnappers that was killing that killed what's her name now? The Abuja girl. He was arrested. He was saying to a policeman that, look, when I come back,
I'll deal with you. I saw that.
So now
my boys will come and get me.
You know why? The system is they will go to court.
Yes.
They will be giving bail. So if you are blaming the police, you also have to blame the lawyers too. As much as your training,
it's kidnapping a valuable offense,
guarantees you to defend people's rights. But at the point that that's why we are saying that they should they should capitalize the punishment for kidnappers.
kidnappers.
But some
Remember
offenses are
a
not
time in
valuable.
the, excuse me,
Yes, of course, some
robbery,
offenses are
those
not.
days.
in
Yes.
the southeast,
Yeah.
if some few years back, if they use your house to warehouse a victim of kidnap, or you are connected to kidnapping, no matter how little, they will demolish your house.
Yes.
They did that extensively in the southeast, and I think the thing came down. But you see, we still have largely what I call a no consequence environment in Nigeria.
That's the problem.
People doing this and getting away.
Getting away with
A man in handcuff threatening a policeman.
Man.
I will
The
agree with
audacity,
you.
Yeah.
the severity.
Yeah, because he does nothing.
And I thought they say whatever you say here will be
There was
used
a
against the
case
court of
where a
law.
family was going to pay ransom, and they went by, I think it was a military checkpoint or a police checkpoint. The men at the checkpoint, the security agent, took some of the money, and the people say it won't be enough. He said, tell them we took the money, they will understand. So the men at the checkpoint work with the kidnappers. So we are taking our own share. They pay us to facilitate their job. You know,
I refuse to believe it.
You know what? To wrap up this show,